Hey, what's going on everyone? Ken here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the GoPro Hero 9. As you can tell, I've already removed the GoPro from the casing, and we did that just to do the update for the GoPro Hero 9. So let's get started. Alright guys, like I said earlier, I've already removed the GoPro from the casing, and we did that just to update the firmware. But let's take a look at the box itself. As you can notice, it's completely redone, reorganized box that they did, and I really like this particular look that the GoPro box is coming with, because as you noticed earlier, with a lot of these other GoPros that they had in the past, they normally have the GoPro sitting on top with the plastic around it, and you had to pull it away from the case itself, but not now. And I've already opened this, so but let's just go ahead and pull the box out of it. All right guys, so now we got the box from the casing itself. As you can tell, this case is totally different, and like most videos you've probably seen, it had this canvas case with the word GoPro right here. I really like this case because of the fact that it looks durable and it doesn't look cheap, and that's one of the things I really like about this particular case that GoPro went with. So let's open this up. All right, so of course the GoPro will be sitting right over here on this side here. I've already removed that, and we already have, in this case, we have the charging cable, we have a mounting buckle, we have a curve adhesive mount, and we have a thumb screw right here. Now with this case, you can either remove this right here, and this is how it look on the inside, this is plain, or you can keep this in here to keep everything organized and separate, which I do like. And at the top you have some literature, you have subscribe to GoPro, we've already done that, and some other things as well. So for those of you who like this case like I do, if you have extra batteries and stuff like that, you can stick the batteries in here. And all right guys, so now let's talk a little bit about the GoPro itself. Now from the look of it, you can definitely tell that it's definitely bigger than all of the other GoPros that came before it. Here's my GoPro Hero 7, and let's look at the size difference between these two. From the back of it, you can definitely tell there's a big difference. Now this GoPro right here has a 2.0 LCD screen, and this one has a 2.27 inch LCD screen, and you can definitely tell there is a big difference. Now you have your front facing screen here. Now look at, if this was a front facing screen, look how small that is compared to this one right here. And also you have this may be on the GoPro 8 as well. You have a microphone right here, but just look at these two GoPros. Now for those of you with the GoPro Hero 8, this is not new to you. The battery's on this side right here. Also, this is where you put your SD card. And over here, if you want to look at this, is not a door. This is for water to drain out. And the reason why this is here is because if you dip this in water, you're supposed to have the same audio quality as you would before you dipped it in water. All right guys, now let's talk about the battery size between these two action cameras. Now this battery right here is supposed to give you extra 30% extra more longer footage time and actual usage out of it. And look at the size of these two batteries. As you can tell, this is definitely a little bit more bigger, more of a 30% difference, like as they say, in these two batteries. Now this is a 1720 milliamp battery compared to this size right here. As you can tell, it's a lot bigger. And again, it's supposed to give you extra footage and extra time using your GoPro Hero 9 than this one would be. All right, guys, now we got the GoPro on itself. Let's do a couple things. First of all, if you like me and you hate the beeping noise, it's always beep, 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 beep. There's a couple options you can do. The first thing you can do, you can go into your preferences, scroll to your left, preferences, go to general, and you can quiet some of those beep downs to low. So that's one of the things you can do, but that's another thing you can do as well. So let's get out of here, scroll up, and you can scroll back down, and you see this little icon right here. It's like a music symbol. You can click that, and that'll keep your beep on, and that'll cut it off right there. That's one of, and next thing you want to do is you want to look at is the GoPro already has some custom settings that's already there for you. It has some standard settings, activity settings, cinematic settings, slow-mo. You can add more settings by hitting this add button right here and do some custom ones yourself. As I did right here, I did a custom 2.7 at 60 with a wide angle view. So that's my custom setting. That's my go-to setting right here. And I also have a 1080 that I like as well. So you can definitely set your own custom settings, and that's really good about what you can do with this particular GoPro. And that's a difference between some of the other cheaper action cameras. You can set your own custom settings. So the GoPro Hero 9 have what they call horizon. And what that means, if you turn this action camera around, it's supposed to keep everything focused and in center for you. But let me show you the flaw with that. If you go fast, you see that, can you see? I don't know if you guys can see that on the video, but if you turn kind of quick, it doesn't stay as focused as you should or would. But if you go kind of slow, it'll definitely keep everything in focus for you. But if you go fast, it kind of goes all over the place. And I hope you guys can see that on the video. So that's one of the flaws, and I hope they update that with another firmware update. But so that's a flaw that it has. All right, guys, as you can see right now, I have the front screen on. And what I like about the front screen is the fact of the matter that you can be, when you're recording here, you're going to see the same thing on the front screen. So the purpose of that is so you can go back and forth and know that you won't have to actually switch between front and back screen. Like the DJI Osmo, and you have to press the little button on the side for 3 seconds or double tap to get from front to back. Or with the Akaso V50, I'm sorry, the Akaso Braid 7 LE, you actually had to stop recording on front in order to start recording in the back, or vice versa. So with this one, you can just go between the two screens and never have to worry about switching or stopping your recording. So that's a real big positive. That's something that I hope the other action cameras will actually integrate as they continue to do some more updates to their action camera. So this is all right, guys. As you can see, I have removed both lenses from the 7 and the 9. Now, the one thing that kept me from going with the GoPro Hero 8 was the fact that it did not have a removable lens. And that's one of the things I did not like about the GoPro Hero 8 was that you can remove the lens. But as you can tell right now, I removed both lenses from the GoPro Hero 7 and also the GoPro Hero 9. Now, one of the things I want you to pay attention to is you see how this is all metal around here? That is a big step up from the plastic that you can see around here on the GoPro Hero 7. So highly more productive, highly more aesthetic. And I really like the fact that they took the time to do that versus going with something as plastic as this right here. And I really like that. So that's a good thing. Now that you can remove the lens from the GoPro Hero 9, if something was to happen to your particular lens, you can definitely remove it and get you another one as well. Now, this also comes with it doesn't come with, but you can upgrade your lens to the wide angle lens. I think you can shoot it in 5K. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but you can put another wide angle lens on this instead of going with the standard lens. And that retails for an extra $100. But yeah, I won't be doing that, but I definitely will be keeping with my same lens. But that's a positive that you can change these lenses out on the GoPro Hero 9, and then let you know that GoPro did listen to its consumers when they wanted them to bring back the removable lens, because all the other GoPros had it except for the 8, and I'm glad that they brought this one back as well. All right, guys, before we go, let's talk just a little bit more about this particular action camera. Number one, it feels really good in your hands. I like the fact that they still have this right here, even though a lot of people I know don't like this because they say it can break off and pop off. But I do like this right here. I wish the GoPro Hero 7 had that as well. It saves you from having to buy these little things that you have to hook it up all the time. I do like this right here. Like I said, it feels real good into your hands. The back screen is very responsive to your fingers and to your hand. It has a bigger feel. It is bigger, but it also has a bigger feel to it. But to me, I like that because of the fact that it's easier to grip. So I do like that. Over time, you probably, like a lot of people say, you wouldn't even notice the difference between this and the older version, which is like the GoPro Hero 7. So I do like that. Even though the GoPro Hero 8 is a little bit bigger than the GoPro Hero 7 as well. So you can tell they definitely bump it up a little bit more as the years gone by. So another thing I like about this, again, it has a 23.6 megapixel sensor in it. It's not really that big of a deal if you're coming from the GoPro Hero 8. But for coming from the GoPro Hero 7, 6, or 5, that's a big difference in these action cameras. So if you had the GoPro Hero 7 or the GoPro Hero 8, the GoPro Hero 5 or 6, I'll definitely say this is a more of an upgrade value for you. If you have the 7 Well, you know, I like my 7, to be completely honest with you. The one of the things that made me upgrade was it, and I bought this with my own money, was the fact that it did have the front facing screen. It does give you a little bit more battery life, even though you have to, you know, you can't use your old battery with this. But the bigger screen, I do like that as well. And in fact that I kind of like a bigger action camera, not a bulky action camera, but a bigger action camera. So I do like this as well. And again, unfortunately, you can't use your batteries with that you have with your old action camera with this action camera here, and it still has the SD card slide near the battery. Now, if I have one request for GoPro is that they move this somewhere else. I don't like it right here near the battery because I hate removing this door all the time. I had to put my sensor in and take it out. So if I had one request for the GoPro Hero 10 is that they move that somewhere else. And hopefully they will listen to their consumers about that as well. But overall, my first impression about this GoPro, I really like it. I can't wait to get out there and do some tests with it. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. And I am really liking the fact that it is bigger and it comes with a different type of case. But just like GoPro, they don't give you a lot of accessories, unfortunately. But overall, I am very impressed with the quality of this particular action camera. So all right, guys, this is going to wrap this particular video up. I really do appreciate y'all for joining me. Don't forget to click and subscribe and hit that bell for notification so you'll know when I do another video. We're also getting ready to get the media mod in, so we're going to take a look at that as well. But we're also going to do some footage with this particular action camera just to see how it looks outside as well. So we're going to do some comparison between the 7 and also my DJI Osmo action camera. So don't forget to stay tuned and subscribe and hit that bell, and you'll be notified when I drop the next video. Peace. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great night.